Hey everyone, welcome. It's Timmy Pacioretty here, and I am coming to you live today from Chalk Couture. I am an independent designer and I am super fired up. All right, admittedly, I'm also probably a little bit tired, and that's because I literally just got back from an incredible trip to Scottsdale, Arizona, where I got to get a sneak peek in all the awesome new designs that are coming out for Chalk Couture this spring, and also spent my time on the plane on the way back trying to get a sense of what is going and what is staying, because there's so much new stuff coming. That means there's always going to be some stuff that is going away as well. And today I have a project that I want to share with you called Happiness Blooms from Within. And it's exactly like right where I'm at today, because I'm really feeling super happy with all of this excitement that's been generating as part of our leadership conference. But I'm bringing it to you today because, believe it or not, this is one of the transfers that did not make it over into the new catalog. And it has been one of my most popular and best-selling product bundles to date. And that means that it is going to be something that you might want to get your hands on. So I wanted to share with you this product bundle and invite you to grab it if this is something that you want to have before it goes away. So I just see that I got a notification here that I'm gone live. So hopefully I am here and live. If you're just joining on in, be sure to say hi and let me know you're here. It always helps me to know that things are working the way I hope they are. Again, my name is Timmy. I am an independent designer and master mentor with Chalk Couture. And I am super excited to bring a great project to you tonight and show you exactly just how fun and easy it is to work with Chalk Couture to create some beautiful high-end DIY home decor that I promise you can do. It is super simple and lots of fun. Now, as you heard, if you're just coming on in, maybe you didn't hear me say, but I've been traveling all day, so if I have airplane hair, that's why, because I've been in an airplane since 7:30 this morning, Mountain Time. It's now, what time is it? 8 o'clock Eastern Time. I'm very confused about my time zones and where I am. And I am just so inspired and so fired up. I had to come live because I was totally thrilled with all the cool and gorgeous designs that are coming out. But I also know that when things come out, some awesome stuff also retires. And as I said, I started to make a list of some of the things that aren't appearing in the new catalog that are in our current catalog, which is good until the end of this month, or until supplies last. So one of my most favorite designs is this Happiness Blooms from Within. So I'm gonna change our view here over for just a minute, and I want to show you this project. So this is our Happiness Blooms from Within design. It actually comes with a couple of different elements. It's got the words, it's got this cute little leaf, and then it's got a flower that has both the inside, so you can make it one color, and then the outside as a different color. Now, this cute little board is not something that's for sale. It's actually something that we got when we went to a conference and we did a little make and take. This was a little palette board, a gray palette board that they provided for us that they never actually made for sale. So it's kind of a unicorn. And today I want to give it away. So if you are watching, the way that you can be entered into winning this cute design for yourself, this actual finished project, all you need to do is make sure that you are a member of my Style Innovators group, and you can join just by clicking on the link on my Facebook page. And when you do that, let's see, I think I might have it here. When you do that, then that's going to get you entered in, especially when you come back into this post and you use the word #blooms. That way I'll know you are a member of my Style Innovators group, and 2, that you're watching this live and you want to be entered in to win this darling little palette sign board. So you will have, we won't do this drawing for a little bit, so if you're watching this on the replay, you still will have some opportunity to get in on the deal. So be sure to check that out. If you're not a member of my Style Innovators group, all you need to do is request to join. It is a free group. It is where you can get lots of goodies. I'm going to be starting a monthly live sale in my group. It's going to be on the last Sunday of the month, this month. So if you want in on that live sale, I'm going to sell items right from my inventory, and you're going to be able to get some great deals. Also, I give away Happy Mail and send some cute things off to members that are in my Style Innovators group. So you definitely want to be a part of that group. So if you're not, be sure to say join in the comments on this video, and I'll reach out to you and make sure that you get the link that you need to jump in and get on that group. Phew, so much going on here. I want to make sure that if you're all in here, I can see you and I can talk to you, because I definitely want to be able to see and talk to you. So if you're here, hey, Elaine, I see you. Awesome. Welcome. Thanks for joining in. It's great to have you here. Lisa, awesome. Hey, Barbara. I can't wait, Barbara, to see how you are doing with some of those goodies that you took home with you. And I can't wait to see. Sorry, I don't know what happened here. I got a little boo-boo. See, I'm sorry, this yuckiness here on my finger. I don't know. Anyway, weird. But good, Barbara. I see your #blooms. Awesome. I'll make sure that you're in my group if you are not already. I am going to remove this, and we're going to do this little project so I can show you how it works. Now, as I said, this is a 3-part design. It's what we call a size A transfer, and so this has been used before. If you're brand new and watching me, what we use to create designs are these adhesive back silkscreen transfers, and they are reusable. All you need to do is wash them up with water, and then you can reuse them over and over again. They'll stick down onto the surface where you want them to go, and all we're going to do is just move the chalk paste over the surface of the screen, and the design is going to be left. It's just really, honestly, that stinking simple, right? Now, the surface that I'm using today to do our little demo is our frame and pillar stand. So this is a 2-part piece, and it's got a pillar here at the bottom, and the frame fits right in, so you can see it's nice and tight. It's a chalkboard surface, so when we use our chalk paste on this silk screen, we're going to be able to wash it off with water when we want to change out the design and put a new one on. And this frame and pillar stand is awesome. It's one of my most favorite surfaces. It's one of our most best-selling surfaces. Hey, Trish, thanks for joining. It's so good to be back home. And it's one of our best-selling surfaces. It's one of my favorites, and it really looks fun. It can fit in small places if you need it. You can put it on your kitchen counter. I had it on my kitchen counter with what my meal was going to be for the evening. If you've watched one of my previous lives, you saw that I have a menu that I do. I have it hanging here right in my office. You can't see it from the angle I'm on. Let's see. Nope, gotta go this way. Nope, I can't. I think it's got to go over here. There it is. So you can see my menu. And I write what I'm having for meals for the week. So that is always front and center for me. And then I had this little guy on my kitchen counter where it had what today's meal was. And so that kept me kind of focused on what we were having, and everyone who walked into the house knew what we were having for meal that night. But I wanted to use this board to show you because, as I said in my highlights, this is one of the most popular product bundles that I offered this season. And if you love this transfer as much as my customers have in the past, you're going to want to get your hands on it before it goes, because as I mentioned, this is not going to be in the catalog that is coming out on February 3rd. So you have a little bit of time to still grab it if you want it, okay? And what the bundle will include is this frame and pillar stand. I'll even include a little bow for you if you'd like. 3 chalk paste singles, and then this Happiness Blooms from Within transfer. Now, if you want my special bundle, the only way you can get it is by being a member of my Style Innovators group, because I give you special deals, and I can't do that right here on this page. So I can only do it in a closed group setting. So if you want to be a member, you have to be sure to be a member of my Style Innovators group, okay? So that's what we're going to do. So let me show you how easy this is. I know that a bunch of you are on here with me and you know all about this, but if you are watching and you haven't seen it before, tell me. I'd love to know if this is your first time watching, and I'll make sure we give you a little shout out here so you can make sure that we tell you everything you need to know. So, all right, the biggest problem I always have is with choosing colors. So I think I'm going to go with our basic white for our words, and then I'm going to use our color, and I just love our coral and our peony, I think, together to make our flowers. And then, depending on what you think, a lighter green, which is our eucalyptus, or the meadow green for our leaf. So you let me know what you think, and we'll go from there. Now, I'm going to start just by getting our words. Now, when you first put the transfer down, just be sure that you give it a good rub with your finger. The only reason why I'm doing that is just want to make sure that it is adhered down really nicely. Oh my gosh, Lisa, I had totally spaced that. So that's so awesome that this was one of your first bundles. It is definitely one of my favorites. And one of the things I got to tell you is, last season when we released our catalog, one of the things that I was a little sad about, there was a lot of great designs, but there weren't a lot of smaller transfers. There weren't a lot of what we call size A, which is the 5x7 transfers, and size Bs, which are the 9x12s. There just weren't a lot of them. We had a lot of bigger transfers for some reason release in that last season. And this season, this February, and I can't give you quite the sneak peek yet, but that's another good perk of being in my Style Innovators group, because I'll give you a little sneak peek before the rest of the world. You'll see that there are a lot more choices of the small transfers. And I am super excited about that, because that means that you'll have lots of opportunity to change out this design with a new one whenever you want. And as I said, this has a really small footprint, really, so it can go almost anywhere. So if you don't have a lot of space, this is a great surface to get, and it's really a great kit to try if you've never used Chalk Couture before. Now, as you see, all I did was dip my squeegee into the chalk paste and then spread the chalk paste across the surface of the screen. We don't need a lot, as you can see, and matter of fact, we want to squeegee off almost all of the excess. And then we simply peel back and reveal the design. Right? Like, how awesome is that? Every time I do that, it makes me happy. I'm telling you, so stinking easy, right? Now, everything, all the tools that we use here are all washable with water. This is chalk paste. It's going on wet, but it's going to dry hard in a couple of minutes. And I'm going to let it dry here for a minute. And while that's happening, let me get this out of the way. Let me just show you how easy it is to wash up this transfer so that you can use it again and again. Now, this is one of our board erasers. Last time I looked, these little cuties were actually out of stock. They should be coming back in stock again here shortly. It's not something that's going away. It's a great tool because not only is it great for cleaning up your boards, your surfaces, and not getting any residue left over on your chalkboards. It's also really great for cleaning our surfaces, our transfers, excuse me. Oh my gosh, see, I've been on the plane too long. I can't find my words. Okay, so so just use this to wipe off the excess. And then what you want to do is you want to have a paper towel or another towel handy. I got my fuzzing cloth over here. And you just want to lay it on top with the sticky side up. That's it, right? That's easy enough, right? Anybody can do that. Now, if you're in a hurry and you want to either put it away more quickly, you don't want to wait for it to air dry, one of the things that you can do is actually take a dry paper towel to a wet transfer and simply swipe off the excess water. So just basically you're going to blob up, you know, here, your paper towel. Make sure it's dry, right? My fingernails. Oh, don't ask me about my fingernails, Lisa. Oh, I was a bad girl when I got home from Italy. I'll tell you about that in a minute. But anyway, so just swipe that water off. That's it. Now you don't want to hang out too long around here because this is sticky and you don't want your paper towel to stick to your back of your transfer. But that's it. It's ready now to reuse again. So you don't have to wait a long time. You don't have to wait for it to dry totally. If you're not going to reuse it, just go ahead and put it right back on the backer sheet that came with your transfer. Then it's ready for you to use again when you're ready. Now, the other thing I should tell you, if you don't know, is that you can use our transfers on pretty much any surface. That's one of the things that I have to say I love about using Chalk Couture the most. In the spring, when it is nice out, one of the things that I really enjoy doing a lot is actually heading to some flea markets and tag sales and finding some interesting and unique surfaces that just maybe need a little sprucing up to make them look a little more interesting. Maybe it's some inexpensive surface I found at like the Target dollar spot or something. Or it could be a nice weathered surface that maybe I found at an antique flea market. For instance, I chalked a antique milk can not too long ago. I'll show that to you in a future live here. Or I found an old frame that had been weathered. Let's see, it's actually one of my favorites. It's a beach theme. That's over here. This I found at a flea market or a consignment shop, and I just chalked on some words here, and I'm waiting to put a good beach picture in there. Matter of fact, you know what's going to go in here? I know a bunch of you know already, but it's just 48 days until my cruise that I earned from being a Chalk Couture designer. I think I'm going to put a cruise picture in there. What do you think? Think that would be a good one? All right, so Lisa, as I'm waiting for this to dry, let me tell you that my fingernails, I'm back on track with my fingernails, but it was really bad for a while. Hey, right, I know. So Susan Tapley was with us on our leadership trip to Arizona, and she must have just gotten home as well. I hope she was home, got home safely. But anyway, fingernails, back to fingernails. So I am recommitting myself to getting them to grow. But what happened was, because I was away so long overseas and didn't get a manicure, they started to split, and I started picking them. And I picked off all of the polish and the acrylic I had on them, and that led to me starting to bite them all over again. I was so mad at myself because I was so proud of how it made me feel. So I am headed back there. I'm hoping by the time I get on that cruise, my nails will look a little bit better than they do today. A good friend of mine, Shelly, told me about Color Street. So those of you who probably know more about nails than I do. You probably already know all about Color Street, but it sounds like it might be a nice alternative for me in between manicures. So I'm going to give it a whirl. So I don't know if you just noticed, but there was a little extra thing there that I didn't like. So I just took my little paper towel here and cleaned it up. I forgot Susan Tapley is still in Arizona. See, I have total airplane head right now. I got brain. I am totally spacing. So thank you, Elaine, for saying that. I have so much excitement about having the opportunity to go, and I'm thrilled. Hey, all right, so now I told you these come with 2 flowers. Now, before I use these flowers, I actually took a Sharpie and put the number 1 on this flower, so I knew it was the first one to go down, and a number 2 on the outline, so I knew that that was going on second after I had put on this piece. So if you do get this transfer, I would definitely recommend that, and I would definitely recommend putting that number in the same place, bottom right-hand corner, top right-hand corner, wherever it is, just so you know that it'll make it easier for you to line it up, because we're going to actually overlap them. Barbara, you use Color Street. Do you love it? Is it worth it? Should I try it? Tell me. I need to know if it's something that I can do once I, get my cuticles to behave themselves again. Hey, Miss Lori, I see Lori Bortolo is here. I hope that your power is back and the snow has gone away. Lori is all the way up in California. No, Canada. Oh my gosh, I am totally spacing here. And she had a horrible snowstorm and had wicked, wicked weather. All right, so we're going to put this guy down. I'm opening up here my coral. I'm going to use the coral as the center of the flower, and then I'm going to use the lighter color, the peony here. Now, when you first open your chalk paste, just give it a good stir. If you find that it's a little thick, and it might get thick because, it's chalk, right, people? It's going to get thick when there is some air that's attacking that gorgeous chalk. So if it does, just take a little bit of water. Our spritzer is awesome for this. We have a great little water spritzer. You just spritz in a little bit of water and give it a stir with one of our little stirrers, and voila, you will then have a reconstituted chalk paste that's going to be perfect. Now with all that fussing there, I made a big mess. So I'm just cleaning that up. And I'm going to lay this right back down. Now, notice I don't have to wash this before I reuse it. You can go ahead and just, especially something this small, you can just go ahead and place it down where you want it to go and reuse the stencil without stencil. Oh my gosh, did I just say stencil? We I definitely need to stop. You want to use our transfers, and you can wash them when you're done after using them once or twice or 3 times. All right. Brain dead, brain dead. All right, so practice before I go on the cruise. Is it hard? Because I can't do my nails. I am telling you, I've always been a nail biter. My whole entire life, I've been a nail biter. Twice in my life, I stopped for a short amount of time. And I've always had manicures in that case because, well, because I'm not good at doing my nails. So if it's something that would be coordination, the spritzer for the cruise, what a great idea. Because you know what? I should probably use it right now. They were laughing at me at conference because I keep having these horrible hot flashes. And a little spritzer would have gone awesome. Barbara, you're a genius. I am bringing the spritzer on the cruise. Just like those, remember those spritzer fans that we used to use when we took our kids to Disney? Did you guys use those? Those were so awesome. It kind of kept you cool in the baking sun. I totally remember that. All right, so we need these to dry here before we add the second layer. But I think I might be able to sneak on my leaves. So I'm going to grab my leaf here. And I think my thought is I was going to put my leaf on either side like this. So tell me, I need eucalyptus or meadow. Which would you use for your leaves? Or should we do like a little blending? Maybe a little both, a little dark and light, maybe some shadowing. Now, I have to tell you, this eucalyptus, look at it. It's kind of looking chunky. Don't worry about it. It is, sometimes the pigments that are used for our chalk paste are just thicker than others, it's still going to work exactly the same. You just want to make sure, again, you give it a good stir. Here we go. I've got some green. And you can tell I'm tired. I'm a little punchy here. You're probably thinking, oh my goodness. All right, Barbara, I'll have to see if I can practice. I'll have to think about that. Okay. And maybe I can like have a Color Street consultant come over and do them for me. What do you think? Is that possible? Blend. You want me to blend the colors, Barbara? Is that what you're thinking? All right, I'll do that definitely. It's kind of a fun effect when you do that with different, especially with leaves, I think, and florals, because they're not all one solid color usually, right? So yeah, so just add that water. Don't worry about this chunkiness. It's totally going to work fine. I know sometimes we get a little nervous because it looks a little different, but don't worry. Really, easy peasy. Now, probably the best way to blend these is to do a little dab-a-dooley. Like my technical terms. We're going to do a little dab-a-doolies. Meaning I'm just going to put a couple different blobs, my technical terms here, and then we'll use a small part of a squeegee here to blend. All right, I'm liking all you people who said we should blend. Thank you. So each leaf is going to be a little different, right? Because depending on how much color we use is going to determine. This one I want to put, I think, a little more darker green. And I already have some on my squeegee, so I don't have to add too much more. There we go. Look at that. Cute, cute, right? And again, same thing. Don't have to worry about it being perfect. Don't worry. This isn't about perfectionism. It's totally about having fun and being relaxed, right? And I don't have to wash it up in between. So I can just lay it right back down. And since it's a little piece, really, we don't have to worry at all about cleaning it up in the middle. There we go. Look at that. Are you loving it? Isn't this so darn cute? Now, since I have this blended on my squeegee, I don't want to put it back in to my jar and mix it in the jar. So I'm just going to throw that in the water bath over here and let it be. So the last thing that we need to do, excuse me, I think I need some water. You know, all of that airline air definitely makes me anyway, really thirsty. Oops, I didn't want to close that. We want to use that color next, don't we? So now what we want to do is do the outline of our flower. And I'm going to do a little test here. Excellent. Totally fine. So Elaine, you're saying if your chalk hasn't been opened, how long is it good for? So I believe, and I will double check that for you, Elaine, but I believe that Couture says they will be good for a year unopened. Now I'll tell you, I have chalk paste. I am going on the beginning of my 3rd year. February 1st marks my 2-year anniversary. I started in 2018. So I'll be beginning my 3rd year. I do have chalk paste from when I first started that are open and still are fine. So definitely, you don't have to worry too much about that. Really, my recommendation is if you have a chalk paste that you haven't used in a while, to open it up and stir it. That is, if it's been opened already. Just so go ahead and just open it up, give it a little bit of a stir, and it'll be ready to use again. All right, so notice that I'm just trying to line it up so that I don't see any of that color. Can you see that? So I see a little bit here at the end, but that's all right. That's what we're going to do to line this up. That's going to give this the nice outline. Now, I think the little multi-tool is the best for this. So I'm going to use the multi-tool and spread that out. Take off the excess. Barbara, this is an awesome bundle. You absolutely can grab it. I will be posting in my Style Innovators group the bundles and the price and the info there. So you can go ahead and check that out. I probably will have it up a little bit later tomorrow. So be on the lookout for that, and we'll make sure that you get the bundle before they go away. Now look, can you see how cute that was, that little outline? Look at how cute that is, right? Super fun, super easy. So as I said, this little bundle is going to come with the board and pillar stand. It is going to come with this Happiness Blooms from Within transfer, and it is going to come with 3 chalk paste singles. So we'll do a green, a white, and a pink for you. And of course, if you need any other colors, just let me know, and I'll be happy to see what I've got in my stock, and we can add in one or two if you'd like. Now I know, Barbara, you have a bunch. This is a great project to start with. You know what? It's so simple and it's so cute. Look at that, right? So we did a few different fun techniques. If you make a mistake, we all know what you do. You erase it, right? Fingers, by the way, work good. Q-tips are good too, right? Super easy. And that's it. That project is done. And of course, it probably would have taken really about 5 minutes if I weren't so chatty and telling you all about my crazy airplane brain. And then once it's ready, we can go ahead and put it on its stand. And voila, look. Isn't that cute? It's done. So there you go. Fun project. Again, going to be going away, this transfer. Matter of fact, this whole flower market collection is going away. So if you haven't seen in the catalog our chalk stories, what we've done is we've coordinated a few transfers that you can mix and match. This is the smallest one in that collection, and it's a great one. But the floral bouquet is totally one of my favorites. If you notice here behind me, right there. Oh wait, here let's change this view. Here, hold on. Right here, this is our 18 by 18 Sylvie chalkboard surface. It's one of my favorite surfaces. We haven't had a square surface like that in a really long time. And I used our rustic wreath transfer, which is a really nice thin wreath, as the background. And then I use all the different floral transfers we have and kind of mix and match and create my own designs. So this actually is part of the Be Happy Everything, Be Merry and Happy Everything, I think it's called. And I really loved putting that together. Previously, I used the flowers from the floral bouquet. And if you want to see what that looks like, I have a picture because we did it at one of the vendor events that we did. So super cute. And the transfers really are just gorgeous. So it's kind of sad that that collection is going away, but it will definitely still be around for a little while. So if you want it, be sure to check out that on my website and grab it if you'd like. Now, if you haven't visited my website yet, you can order any of these products individually, or you can check out all of the things that are available currently on my website. If you have any questions, I'm happy to help answer them for you. Don't forget, if you're watching and you want to get entered in to win this one gorgeous little palette board that you can't get anywhere else, then be sure to put #blooms. I will be pulling a winner in a couple of days. So if you think that you have some friends who might enjoy watching and some of these videos and learning about a little bit about Couture, please feel free to go ahead and share this with them and invite them to the Style Innovators group if you want. If you're already a member, you can absolutely invite members. So I'd love to have them. And of course, if you decide that you want the bundle, I will post that information in my Style Innovators group by tomorrow so that you can grab it. And what else do I have to tell you? I don't know. Everything I think that I wanted to say, I did. I am really, really happy that you all joined me here today. One of the things that I am making a commitment to do is to go live more often. I really love you guys, and I miss seeing you all. And you know what? I am so grateful for all of you, and how you lift me up. Right now, things are a little crazy here in my life, my world, because my husband has got this crazy travel schedule right now, so he's not home a lot, and so it's a great way to connect. So I love it that you're here and that you're talking to me and sharing, and I love it. Now, Barbara, I see you said you had a hard time with the single that you tried. You put in too much water. You know what? Just let it sit out in the air for a little bit. If you didn't give up and throw it away, the water will evaporate and it'll start to thicken up again. So, and I don't know that I've ever really found that you can have too much water. So if you need me to send you a new color, I think you got a couple of singles, but if you need me to replace one that you had a boo-boo with, let me know. Yeah, Elaine, oh my goodness, wait till you see. There are so many goodies, but I want to make sure this month that I don't focus on the things that we can't get yet. I want to focus on the things that that you may want that you can still get before the catalog changes over. So I'm going to try to come live and give you some ideas and update you on items that aren't going to be around much longer in case you want to grab them before they go. The other thing is, Elaine, I know you're local to me, so you might like to know that I am planning a pop-up shop at my house the first week of February, where I'm going to have the new catalog available. I'm going to have some projects done so that you can see how they work. We'll hopefully try to do a little make and take, so keep your eye out for that. And if there's a day that works better for you than others, let me know. I know your work schedule's kind of crazy. Hey Carrie, nice to have you here. Thanks so much. I had a wonderful time. These chalk people just make my heart happy. So it's been so much fun. And hey, thank you all so much for being a part of this with me. I hope you have a great rest of your night. And, oh, I know what I wanted to tell you. If you're just dying to know what is going away, let me know. Send me a note, message me, whatever you want, or just write list in the comments. That's fine too. I can actually send you the list that I put together. I compared both catalogs and put all the things that were in this current catalog that are not showing up in the next catalog. So if you want that list, just message me and I can send that to you. I'd be happy to. So in case you want to check them out and grab things before they go. Now, of course, all the seasonal stuff like Christmas, Halloween, Thanksgiving, all of those are going to be gone. Some of them could return. Some of them will just retire automatically. And then there also are quite a few non-seasonal ones that are going away. I think I counted like 100 and, I don't know, 40 or something, I think. So yeah, all right, Carrie, great. Trish, definitely, I will send those to you. But keep in mind, bundle's going to be available in my VIP group if you want to get your hands on this guy. And be sure to do #blooms. Make sure you're in my VIP group, and feel free to share it with others that you think might be interested so they can have a chance to win as well. And until I see you next time, have a great day. Bye, guys. Thank you.